Yo guys, what's going on? Welcome back to I Don't Like Grumpy, and today's going to be another little history lesson. I've got to stop calling them history lessons. They're not history lessons. They're just interesting, numbered, random numbered. I'm not going to keep it to top 10s or top 5s or top 20s, just random numbered historical facts. It's hopefully going to be about all different things, including history. Today's is about inventors, from science to religion to hopefully keep it as interesting as we can for all the things in history. Today's video is going to be about Nikola Tesla. Before we get into the video, I'm going to do a little introduction to the man himself, because some people have heard of him, some people haven't. Some people have heard of the cars and they don't understand where the cars come from. So let's jump in and let's do this. Tesla was born in Austria on July the 10th, 1856. Although he moved to the United States in his late 20s, he spent most of his life there. A somewhat secretive man, many of Tesla's inventions are only known through his descriptions of them, and most of his notes have been lost to time or history or confiscated by the US government. In short, there's as much mystery to the substance of Tesla's story, and that only serves to make him more intriguing. So, here we go, 12 interesting facts about Nikola Tesla. Let's do this. Number 1. Tesla wanted to use Niagara Falls to power the world. There are statues of Nikola Tesla on both the American and Canadian sides of Niagara Falls, which strikes many visitors as strange. They were erected in recognition of Tesla's breakthroughs in electricity and his building of the world's first hydroelectric power plant nearby. But they're monuments to the great inspiration that Tesla received from the breathtaking natural wonder. Upon seeing the mighty falls for the first time, Tesla noted that he wanted to put a giant wheel under them and use them to power the world. Number 2. Tesla died penniless. Despite his brilliant mind and seemingly limitless innovation, Tesla died penniless alone, and like so many other misunderstood geniuses. Tesla actually spent the majority of his life in financial difficulty, in part due to his humanist view of the world. He invented things to make the world a better place and to improve the quality of life. He wasn't at all interested in acquiring wealth while he did so. Unfortunately, financial realities often limited Tesla's experimentation, especially when compared to his patriots like Thomas Edison. When Tesla passed away, he was barely scraping by. Number 3. Some of Tesla's inventions are still classified by the US government, including a death beam. Many of Tesla's inventions are widely known, even if they were never actually put into practice. Much of the work from later in his life, when he was working on things like the death beam, is held by the US government and still highly classified. Tesla died in America during World War II, which allowed the government to seize his property despite the fact he was an American citizen. Speculation is rampant as to what the US might be doing with some of Tesla's materials, and death beams are the most frequent topic for discussion for obvious reasons. Number 4. Tesla is rumoured to have created an earthquake machine. Several of Tesla's inventions were never put to practice, which means the world needs to take him on his word as to their application. Such is the case of the infamous earthquake machine, which he claimed would use a system of pistons, springs and central rod to send a vibration through objects and literally shake them apart. With a large enough version, this supposed invention could feasibly cause real earthquakes and seem like something Lex Luthor might have created. Number 5. Tesla conceived Wi-Fi powered smartphones in 1901. Nikola Tesla couldn't have predicted his becoming a posthumous internet icon, but he might have predicted a device which people would praise him on: social media. Speaking to business partner JP Morgan, Tesla described a new method of instant communication that could send information via encoded frequencies and then broadcast them to a receiver small enough to fit in one's hand. In one fell swoop, Tesla had conceived Wi-Fi and smartphones. Even if he would never put the idea into practice, he was never able to figure out quite how to do it. But his theorizing in this area also led him to conceive other things, such as radar, X-rays, and the infamous death beam. Number 6. Tesla had an idiotic memory. Tesla was said to possess a photographic memory, but it appeared that an idiotic memory would be a more appropriate description. He was said to be able to memorize entire books having read them only once, a skill that was no doubt made him an envy of fellow researchers, college students everywhere. Due to his amazing memory, Tesla could conceive of inventions entirely in his head and would keep stockpiles of these blueprints sitting in his brain until he could commit them to paper. Number 7. Tesla once made Mark Twain poop his pants. This is a tale of Nikola Tesla and his personal friend Mark Twain that is too amusing not to include on any list of Tesla tales. When Tesla made his claim of inventing an earthquake machine, technically known as the high-frequency oscillator, Twain came over to see it. Knowing that Twain had recently been experiencing some digestive issues, Tesla had him stand on the platform above the oscillator and then turned it on. If the legend is true, Twain pooped his white suit instantly and bolted for the bathroom. Number 8. Tesla was born during a violent lightning storm. Nikola Tesla was born in a manner befitting of a mad scientist. He was brought into this world in the middle of the night during a particularly violent lightning storm. A family legend tells that the midwife assisting in the birth claimed that the lightning was bad luck and meant dark things for young Nikola, but his mother replied with, "No, he will be a child of the light." She had no idea how right she would be. With his eventual innovations in electricity, Tesla was born into lightning and then became the master, like some sort of meteorological Batman. Number 9. Tesla had an intense aversion to perils. Most geniuses have their quirks and eccentricities, and Nikola Tesla was certainly no exception. He had an intense and unexplainable aversion to perils, to the point that he would refuse to speak to any woman who was wearing them. On one occasion, one of his secretaries came in with a new set of pearls and he made her go home. Tesla was obsessed with the aesthetics, but this particular eccentricity seemed to go a bit beyond that. Number 10. Tesla claimed he received visions that inspired his inventions. Nikola Tesla's brilliant mind conceived of countless amazing inventions, but he claimed that much of his inspiration came in the form of unexplainable visions that left him with fully formed ideas and designs. These images would often be accompanied by bright lights and flashes, and Tesla would be able to use his eidetic memory to commit these visions to paper. This may have been a result of Tesla's unique mental abilities and his innate talent for spiritual conception, but he believed them to be somewhat supernatural. Number 11. Tesla firmly believed in aliens. Nikola Tesla believing in aliens isn't surprising, even if such a belief was a little ahead of its time. However, Tesla also believed to have received messages from alien beings. While working on his pioneering innovations in radio, Tesla said he received signals that he could not trace the source of. He wrote, "The feeling is constantly growing on me that I have been the first to hear the greeting of one planet to another." That did not end up being the case, as signals were a result of normal cosmic activity. Number 12. A pigeon was the light of Tesla's life. Tesla swore off intimate relationships and committed to celibacy early on in his career, but he saved a place in his heart for, of all things, a pigeon. He kept them in his hotel in New York, and he had an affinity for one female who he claimed to straight up love. In keeping with his claims on receiving visions, Tesla said that the bird came to him through his window one night to tell him that she was dying, and then shot a beam of light from her eye. Shortly thereafter, Tesla claimed the pigeon died in his arms, and at that very moment, he knew his life's work was complete. So, there we have it, guys. That is 12 hopefully interesting, unique, bizarre, strange, different facts about the great man himself, Nikola Tesla. If only there was more of his work committed to paper, into evidence, or not been stolen by the US government, supposedly. So, thank you very much if you've made it this far to the end of the video. I hope you enjoyed. Thank you as always. Please leave a comment, a like and subscribe. Thank you all very, very much, and I'll see you soon. Peace.
Hi guys, it's Gerald Porschman here. You know, in 1861, the Dickens Beverage Company has been producing some of the best wines we have grown to love, including Chardonnays and sparkling wines. Hey, Frederick von Dickens has now introduced a brand new cider that's been around for years, but is gradually making an impact on the global market. And it started right here on the Gold Coast. Dickens is slowly winning the taste buds of millions of cider drinkers from right around the world. And after sampling just one glass, I was hooked. I knew the ciders have been around for a while, but I just couldn't wait for my girlfriend to try a Dickens cider. When she arrived home from work, I told her to close her eyes, and before she knew it, I surprised her with a Dickens cider. I'm sure that there are many men out there who know of a woman that may be suffering from a debilitating migraine that could really benefit from a Dickens cider. So I'm urging all men to turn to their womenfolk and ask, when was the last time they had a Dickens cider?
I can't begin my day until I've had a Dickens cider.
There's nothing better than waking up to a good old Dickens cider.
My girlfriend loves Dickens ciders. My sister came to stay with us for a month, and my husband couldn't go a day without a Dickens cider.
My girlfriend loves a Dickens cider.
My mum loves a Dickens cider.
My sister loves to wake up in the morning with a Dickens cider.
I'm a bit young, but I would love to try a Dickens cider.
So there you have it. For over 150 years, Frederick von Dickens has developed a beverage that literally brings women to their knees. So fellas, for the sake of the economy, get a Dickens cider.